Hi everyone. I just thought I'd put this presentation together for you because I think you'll get more out of seeing on the screen what you'll see when you log into Canvas for the first time rather than me just talking about it. So I've logged in as Connor Rosie, Year 10 student. The reason I've logged in as Connor is because he's a student in my Year 10 PE class, and there's some stuff that I've added for that Year 10 PE class that you'll be able to see what some of the features of Canvas are. So Connor's logged in here. I've logged in as Connor, and what you see when you first log in is the dashboard. So you can see the different options that are available to you within Canvas on the left hand side of the screen. The dashboard's sort of like the home screen for Canvas, and on this initial screen you can see some different things like coming up tells you what's been added to your calendar for the next week, and you can see that I've added that they've got a volleyball lesson today at 11:25. That's the only thing that Connor's got coming up in this next week. There's a link here to view Connor's calendar. So we can look at his calendar. You can see that volleyball lesson here that I've added as an event, and you can also see that I've added an assignment that Connor's got due on the 26th of October. That's on his calendar as well. And obviously as we start to use Canvas more, your calendar is going to become a lot more populated than that. But for the moment, that's all that's in Connor's calendar. You can also see here, when you first log in, you'll see this little notifications screen. If you want to set up how often you are notified about things that happen within Canvas, then you'd go into your notification preferences there. You can also do that through your account, and I'll show you that in a minute. You can see recent feedback, and if teachers have given you feedback on tasks, then that would be there. Connor can view his grades, but at the moment there's no grades there. What you will see though is that the assignment that I've set for PE is there, so you can see sort of how those grades would be shown for you, but at the moment there's nothing there. But once your teachers start using Canvas to put your grades in, then obviously they'll be there. On this screen as well, you can see this is the 10 specialist PE course that I'm the teacher of, and Connor's a student. So when your other teachers start using Canvas, there'll be lots of these squares. Alright, so all of your classes will have courses, and to go into that course you just simply click on that course, and this is what your teachers will make available to you. So I've had a bit of a play with this 10 specialist PE course over the holidays, and this is providing some information about the course, some links to some information, and then down the bottom of this syllabus page we've got details. So if anyone's got questions about what's been set, what's coming up in that particular course, they can access that at the bottom of the syllabus course page. Your teachers will probably use things within the modules page, and you can see that your teachers might organise the courses that you're doing within the different units of work, so you can access resources within the different units of work that you're going to be covering. Your teachers might create web pages for you, so you can access information via that way as well. And a lot of these other terms, announcements, assignments, discussions, conferencing, those types of things, that's stuff that's been familiar for you through My Big Campus anyway. So, but that's how you're going to access all of that. Each of your courses has a mark book as well, so if you want to check out your individual marks for your courses, then that's where you'd go. You'd go into your courses and their marks. But if I just go back to the dashboard for a second, that's the majority of the dashboard. You'll see little links to the course here as well, different aspects of the course. If I move this little toggle across, this is, I guess, the where you'll find announcements. You'll get notifications about emails, inbox emails that you might have within Canvas as well here. So the first page of the dashboard was general information, access to your courses, and if I just toggle that across, it's the announcements that have been made for you. So more information, whereas the first page of the dashboard was access to your courses, really. So that's that first screen. If I go into courses, that's really just a list of the courses. Probably most people, I think, will access their courses through the dashboard where they're available here. The calendar, I think you're going to find really useful because it's probably a really easy way to go into the assignments that have been set and keep track of what's being set and what you've got coming up. If Connor was to submit this task, you'd simply click on the task, he'd select the task, and then he'd say, I want to submit that assignment. So much like My Big Campus, it should be a fairly user-friendly process. The dashboard here, if it was coming up, so if that task was coming up during that week, Connor would also be able to submit that task by selecting it through the coming up list as well. With the inbox is really just internal Canvas email, so you can send a message to other students and your teachers. Obviously there's expectations around that that we've spoken about in the first part of the presentation today, so we don't need to spend a lot of time on that. I'm sure that everyone will know how to use that really quickly anyway, so we don't need any training, but it is internal email within Canvas that I'm sure you will use really well and appreciate. Your account, if Connor wants to update his profile, he just goes into profile, selects the picture to put a profile pic in there. He can edit his profile if he wants to put some information about himself there. This is where I said before that if you want to change your notifications, if you're concerned that your email's filling up with Canvas notifications, you can change them there. Files is obviously where you can store all of your files. One thing you'll notice there is that Connor's got a 10 SPE2 folder. The files that I make available through my course, through my 10 Specialist PE class, will be automatically available to Connor through that folder. So the four files that I've attached within that course at the moment are all available to Connor there. Finally, the last thing I want to show you is help. I've certainly found help really useful so far using Canvas, and when you select help, there are some certain things that you can see here. You can ask your instructor a question, so you can ask your different teachers. Within Canvas, your teachers are called instructors, so if you go there you can ask at one of your teachers a question. You can search the Canvas guides, which I think is probably what people will find most useful if they've got a question about searching the guides. You can see if we go into the guides, the student guide here is probably where people will spend most of their time, and you can see the different options that are available to you there. And if I was to, for example, to go into the calendar, if you're not sure about how to use your calendar, then there's all these different options, all these different questions about how you might be able to use your calendar. So I think the help option there will be really useful for people as well. So really that's pretty much all I wanted to talk to you about today. We are really excited about Canvas. We think it is a really good product. We think you'll have lots of fun using it. Just reiterate, don't put too much pressure on your teachers this term to be using Canvas. Some will, some won't. We're learning at the same time as you guys, but from the beginning of next year, certainly that is our learning management system, and it's something that I think we'll all really appreciate using. So I hope you found this useful. I'll probably look at a way of making it easily available to you after today as well, so you've got it as a resource. But if you've got any specific questions after today, feel free to let me know. Thanks.